Everybody, welcome back to Blossom Power. Today I'm going to be, hi kitty. Today I'm going to be talking about magazines, specifically women's magazines, and I was about to not talk about this, but then I was watching A Little Late with Lily Singh a while ago, and her opening monologue talking about women's magazines, and she said Cosmo covers talk about all dirty talk and thoughtful information mixed with like complete trash. I have 5 magazines, all April issues, but they are either April 2019 or they are April 2018 because I don't look at magazines all that often, to be honest. But we're going to look at, let's get them over here. We're going to look at Allure, Cosmopolitan, Glamour, Shape, and In Style. They all have different audiences, but they are geared towards women. So I looked at all of these and I tried to be objective as possible looking at them, and I was looking for the different categories that they generally cover, which is beauty and health, fashion, maybe they're going to be talking about social media and like Instagram models or whatever, trends that maybe people are doing on social media. They're going to talk about love and relationships. There's usually a cover story or a more serious or extended article that they do. And then I was looking for a presence of politics, such as feminism, Me Too, equal pay, things like that, that I think most women are interested in reading about because we like to be informed. Anything that would be talking about the workplace or building a career, say if you're a younger person just getting out of college or you're going to grad school, negotiating something with an internship or with a professor, what have you. And so I was also looking for bonus features, and I'm going to say bonus because I put an asterisk next to these little notes that I had. And this would be including people of color, this would be inclusivity and representation, so if they had plus size people maybe, or even a non-factor of feminism, environmentalism, or eco-friendly options such as makeup options, so say cruelty-free or vegan options. And also, do any of these things appeal to real people? I know that some things are fairly pricey. Allure scored pretty high on talking about beauty and health. I'm not looking at advertisements or anything. I'm just looking at the articles that they might have. So this one was talking about different beauty products that you can use that are good for the planet, or they're not hurting the planet at least. Gemma Chan is the cover for this, and this is her extended article, but she talks about how she had to fight bigotry and like fight for her success, and being a person of color, that is big steps too. So Allure gets a good vote in my mind. Next there's Cosmo, and Cosmo is generally known for, like, this is like the relationship magazine. Elle Woods and Lily Bond called it the Bible. I may be a little bit cynical when it comes to this, but I think they scored pretty high. Actually, talking about work, there was one thing that they were talking about, rage quitting, which I thought that's an interesting thing, and it was really just people telling stories, but it could be satisfactory and you could live vicariously through these people's stories. I'm going to count that. And the other thing about work was, can you actually make money with astrology? Which I thought, okay, fair question to ask. And the rest of it did focus on love and relationships. They are known as a sex magazine or a relationship magazine. There was one question in here that made me think that it was a same-sex couple, because the question was, I have long nails. What do I do about me and my girlfriend's bedroom time? That's putting it very mildly. Even though it wasn't explicit, that was the only thing that led me to believe that it may have been a same-sex couple, so LGBTQ plus points for Cosmo. So Glamour seemed to be an overall winner, and I'm going to say that's because they had points for people of color. There are 2 people of color on the cover here, and they got the most points in beauty and health. They also got points for feminism, mostly in the fashion and media department, and designing for people with disabilities or women with disabilities. I thought that was really great to read, and I thought, finally. I myself don't have any prosthetics or anything, but that's great. Then this was an article about Reese Witherspoon putting out a line of clothing or a label, and she had to go back and reconsider a lot of things because she got feedback saying, hey, your sizes are still too small. Even though there's quite a range, there's still not enough. So she went back and released pieces that were bigger sizes. And it's a woman or female-led company, and she worked with other women to put things together. Here's something else about beauty, and they get points for talking about the environment, cleaning up your beauty routine and making it greener. This article was really refreshing to see because it's talking about work, it's talking about health, mental health, and they're taking a different approach to it. They're taking a fresher approach to things. So, Glamour, in my mind, is my favorite. It's probably the one that if I was going to gravitate towards any of these 5 magazines, I would choose Glamour first. I feel like they're a little bit more adult, they're a little bit more present, they are better present with the times. Let's see if there's anything about politics in here. There's something in here about Kristen Gillibrand, and talking about asking the question that everybody asks about female politicians. Is the world ready for a female president? I think, heck yes. But they also mentioned the Me Too movement several times in here. Mostly the Me Too movement because that is their main point in talking to her. And then there is something that is pertaining to politics, people of color, beauty, makeup, because there has been a struggle with people not being able to find proper nude colors, be it foundation, colors of lipstick that match their skin tones or that are collaborating with their skin tone. And it's really great that that got an extended article talking about that. Next we have Shape magazine with Leighton Meester on the cover. And Shape, his score was in the beauty and health department with the most bonus points because there were people of color featured. There was inclusion. Here's one talking about CrossFit and a woman who is paraplegic finding satisfaction there. Yet another one talking about green beauty. I'm very happy to see that. Style. Another thing that I was looking for that I haven't mentioned yet is that I was looking for things that were featuring like real people, and there were definitely times or pages in these other magazines that did have real people. I'm going to say that Glamour did have more of that because they had like pages that were more affordable options. Cosmopolitan also had pages that were dupes for like the more expensive things. In Style is a little bit more, all of their stuff is a little bit more pricey, and so it's not going to have very many more features for that. But InStyle led the way with their extended articles and their cover stories, because there is an article here about how to be a badass written by Ellen Pompeo, and it talks about her fighting for equal pay because she found out one of her Grey's Anatomy co-stars was making more than her, and so she voiced it. Shonda Rhimes is a person of color, and she runs Grey's Anatomy. She did Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. Kate Young wrote, you know, what she does in her average day, and then who she looks up to. She was very honest about what she did, and she's very candid. But I would say that the other, where did they go? So they're all back here. All the extended articles are back here. Demi Lovato is on the cover. Her picture is on the cover, and this is her extended article. She, I believe, one side of her family is Mexican, I think. Does Muay Thai, mixed martial arts. She does jiu-jitsu. Delon, I'm going to say her name is Delon. She's doing a revamp of Flashdance, and this is from April of 2018. So it's a little bit old, so it's been out by now. I know that this person, this woman, this model is Dominican. Being really powerful. Saying power looks like anything you want it to, so she's quite versatile. Again, talking about salary negotiation on behalf of her co-star. This is talking about a love revolution and researching opposing sides and figuring out where political adversaries or people in this divisive environment may be able to find something in the middle or find some common ground, as difficult as it may seem. But the world needs love, guys. If you need any sort of sense of direction, let this and other resources guide you. Again, my vote is for glamour. It tends to be my favorite. If I'm going to grab something at the airport and a newsstand before going somewhere, that's going to be it. If you would like to see more content talking about social justice, social issues, language, or self-defense, or anything else that you would like to see, ASMR, maybe I'll do that. Get to like this video if you like what you see. Please leave a comment of constructive criticism if possible, please. Thank you. And subscribe if you want to join me with what else is in store. Until then, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, day. I hope you sleep well. I hope you drink enough water. I hope you get your vitamins and your minerals. And I hope you enjoy cute animals. And thank you so much for watching Blossom. And I hope to see you next time on the next video.